Alright, we're back working on the Land Rover again. So we noticed that our headlights were flopping around while we were driving it. They were literally just bouncing like crazy like this. So I pulled the grill out of it, opened up these little trap doors here, and this is what happens. That bracket on the housing breaks. There's really no way that was ever going to work or hold up to anything, but that's what they chose to do. And I've seen a lot of different people siliconing them and trying to hose clamp them and doing all kinds of crazy things, and this is my fix. Seemed to work on the passenger side. I just completed it. I think I'm going to do it again for the driver's side. So I took that bracket off and I mimicked it. I left the original bracket in place with the broken piece of plastic in it that matched perfectly into the housing, and that will keep it from falling backwards towards the firewall. But I also built this L-shaped bracket right here, and I've got an L shaped here, and then I brought it over and I had to put kind of a funky jog in it to reach back around the head of the original screw. But when I did that, then I put a new bolt in there with a fender washer, and now the headlight does not move. It can't go forwards and it can't go backwards. This bracket that I built pinches that, holding it back, and the original bracket keeps it from falling back, and this keeps it from coming forward. So, I mean, theoretically, it can't move. You can still adjust the top by loosening the bolts. And there's another fix that I chose to do. Was I took these original bolts. These heads are terrible. I fought to get them out with vice grips, about the only way. And then one on each side of the vehicle broke. So I had to drill and retap those, or chase the threads just to clean them up. But I went and got a whole set of new bolts. And they are a 6mm thread with a 1.0 pitch, and they happen to be 20mm long, and they have a 10mm socket, you know, hex head on it. Put a socket on it, and then some fender washers, just a bigger washer with a tiny hole in the middle, and gets a real good bite on the top of the headlight housing. So I'm going to repeat the process for the driver's side because it seems to work on the passenger side. Well, this bracket, original back bracket, will keep the headlight from going backwards anymore, and then my new bracket will keep it from coming forwards and separating from the original one. So I'm just going to pinch it and hold it there. And I've been putting anti-seize on all my threads for all these bolts I put back in. So hopefully if I ever have to get into anything, they're not froze up like they were before. So that's my fix for the headlights. Like I said, it seems to work real good on this side. It doesn't move at all. I mean, it's just pinched in there. It's that new bracket that I built. That's it. Okay, so I did the left side, or driver's side. This is what I did. Use that original bracket and just pinch that in there tight, like that. Now they don't move. You're not going to get full range of adjustment out of it, but they're fixed. You can still adjust the top. So it's good enough for me, just so they don't flop around anymore.